Deep in the heart of South America, a legend was born. A legend that has fascinated and mystified people for generations. This is the story of El Dorado, the city of gold, a place where the streets were said to be paved with gold and the buildings adorned with precious jewels. For centuries, explorers risked their lives to find it. Driven by tales of unimaginable wealth, they ventured into the unknown, facing countless dangers. They dreamt of streets paved with gold and houses shimmering with jewels. The allure of such wealth was irresistible, promising not just riches, but eternal glory. But was El Dorado real, or just a myth? Many questioned its existence, yet the legend persisted, growing with each retelling. The legend of El Dorado has captivated imaginations for centuries. It has been depicted in countless artworks, books and stories, each adding to its mystique. It speaks to our deepest desires for wealth, adventure and the unknown. The promise of discovering something so extraordinary drove many to the brink of obsession. The search for El Dorado led explorers on dangerous journeys into uncharted territories. They braved dense jungles, treacherous rivers and towering mountains, all in the hope of finding the fabled city. It also fueled rivalries between European powers. Nations competed fiercely, each hoping to be the first to claim the riches of El Dorado for themselves. But the true treasure of El Dorado lies not in gold, but in the enduring power of the legend itself. It is a testament to human curiosity, ambition, and the eternal quest for the unknown. The legend of El Dorado continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us that sometimes the journey is more valuable than the destination. The story of El Dorado begins with the Muisca people of Colombia. They were skilled goldsmiths, and their rituals involved gold. One ritual involved a new king being covered in gold dust. He would then jump into a sacred lake, washing the gold off as an offering to the gods. The Muisca lived in a land rich in gold and emeralds. They traded these treasures with other tribes. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in South America, they heard rumors of this golden ritual. They misunderstood the stories and imagined a city made of gold. The legend of El Dorado was born. The Spanish conquistadors were driven by a thirst for gold and glory. They had conquered the Inca Empire and were eager for more riches. The legend of El Dorado spread like wildfire, fueling their greed. Expeditions were launched from all corners of the newly conquered lands. The conquistadors faced incredible hardships in their search for El Dorado. They battled through dense jungles, crossed treacherous mountains, and faced hostile tribes. They endured starvation, disease, and mutiny, yet the lure of El Dorado kept them going. One of the most famous expeditions was led by Francisco de Orellana. He set out from Peru in 1541. Orellana and his men sailed down a mighty river, hoping it would lead them to El Dorado. This river became known as the Amazon. Orellana's journey was fraught with danger. His men faced attacks from indigenous tribes. They also battled starvation and disease. Despite the hardships, Orellana became the first European to navigate the entire length of the Amazon River. He never found El Dorado, but his journey is a testament to human courage and the enduring power of a myth. Raleigh's pursuit, a second chance at glory. The legend of El Dorado wasn't just for the Spanish. English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh also became obsessed with finding it. He believed El Dorado existed in the highlands of Guyana. Raleigh made 2 expeditions to South America in the late 1500s. Raleigh's expeditions were also unsuccessful. He faced fierce resistance from the native people. He returned to England empty-handed and out of favor with the Queen. Raleigh's failure to find El Dorado did little to diminish its allure. The legend continued to inspire explorers for centuries to come. Jungle trials, the price of greed. The search for El Dorado came at a terrible cost. Countless explorers lost their lives, victims of disease, starvation, or conflict with indigenous populations. The quest for gold often brought out the worst in the explorers. Greed led to violence and exploitation. The native peoples suffered greatly at the hands of the treasure seekers. Their lands were plundered, their cultures disrupted, and their lives lost in the name of El Dorado. The quest for this mythical city became a symbol of the destructive side of European colonialism. Legends and lies, fabrications and false hope. As the search for El Dorado continued, so did the stories. The dense jungles of South America became a stage for countless expeditions, each more determined than the last to uncover the fabled city of gold. The allure of unimaginable wealth and glory drove men to the brink of madness. Each telling of the legend added new details, making it even more fantastical. Around campfires, explorers would share tales of golden streets and temples filled with treasures beyond their wildest dreams. These stories, passed from one adventurer to another, grew in grandeur and complexity. Some explorers claimed to have seen the city, but their accounts were often contradictory or based on hearsay. Heated debates would break out among the men, each convinced that their version of the story was the true one. The jungle, with its dense foliage and treacherous terrain, only added to the confusion and mystery. These exaggerated tales and outright lies only fueled the obsession. Journals were filled with grandiose descriptions, and maps were sketched with routes that promised to lead to the Golden City. The more outlandish the story, the more it seemed to captivate the imagination of those who heard it. Maps were drawn, expeditions were planned, and fortunes were spent on the word of people who were often driven by their own ambitions rather than the truth. Wealthy patrons back in Europe would fund these ventures, hoping to share in the spoils. The promise of El Dorado was too tempting to resist. The legend of El Dorado became a cautionary tale about the dangers of blind ambition. Many expeditions ended in failure, with men lost to the jungle or returning empty-handed. The dream of El Dorado, while never realized, left a lasting impact on those who chased it, serving as a reminder of the fine line between hope and folly. El Dorado's grip an enduring myth. Despite all the failed expeditions and the lack of evidence, the legend of El Dorado refused to die. Why did this myth endure for so long? Perhaps it was the human need to believe in something extraordinary. The allure of El Dorado tapped into a universal desire for wealth and adventure. It offered a glimmer of hope in a world often defined by hardship and uncertainty. The legend became a powerful symbol of the human spirit's endless capacity for dreaming and exploration. Modern interpretations beyond the gold. Today, we know that El Dorado, as the conquistadors envisioned it, never existed in reality. However, the legend continues to fascinate and captivate us. It has inspired countless books, movies, and works of art throughout the years. El Dorado has taken on new meaning in the modern world we live in. It is no longer just about finding a mythical city of gold. Instead, it represents the pursuit of any elusive dream or ambitious goal. It reminds us that the journey is just as important, if not more, than the destination. Conclusion: the undying allure of El Dorado. The legend of El Dorado is a powerful reminder of the enduring power of myth. For centuries, the tale of a city made entirely of gold has captivated the imaginations of explorers, adventurers, and dreamers alike. This mythical city, said to be hidden deep within the uncharted territories of South America, has driven countless expeditions and inspired numerous stories. It is a story about greed, ambition, and the dangers of blind pursuit. Many have ventured into the unknown, driven by the promise of unimaginable wealth, only to face peril and disappointment. The quest for El Dorado has often been a cautionary tale, highlighting the perils of letting desire cloud judgment and the risks of chasing after illusions. But it is also a story about the human spirit's boundless capacity for dreaming and exploration. The allure of El Dorado is not just about gold, it is about the endless possibilities that lie beyond the horizon. It speaks to our innate desire to discover, to push boundaries, and to seek out the unknown. This legend has fueled the spirit of adventure and the quest for knowledge, driving humanity to explore new frontiers. While the City of Gold may remain a myth, the legend of El Dorado continues to inspire us. It serves as a symbol of the eternal quest for something greater, a reminder that there is always more to discover. The story of El Dorado is a testament to the power of dreams and the enduring human spirit. It reminds us that there are still mysteries to be uncovered and new frontiers to explore. Even in our modern world, with all its technological advancements, there are still places that hold secrets and wonders waiting to be revealed. The legend of El Dorado encourages us to keep searching, to remain curious, and to never lose our sense of wonder. And who knows, maybe there's still a little bit of El Dorado in all of us. Perhaps the true treasure lies not in gold, but in the journey itself, in the dreams we chase and the adventures we embark upon. The spirit of El Dorado lives on in every explorer, every dreamer, and every seeker of the unknown.
If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.